Only speaking Japanese is also difficult. Like even I'm native Japanese, but some kanji, like Chinese characters, so difficult for me to read it.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pura over here. I hope you all are doing great. And today I have a new friend with me. So yeah, let's welcome her at the beginning. So hi Anna.
Hi, Pula.
So I just want you to introduce you, like how you want people to remember you.
Oh, that's really difficult question. But hi, I'm Anna, and I graduated from the university that Pula is going right now, and I'm majoring English communication and minor as junior high school and high school English education, and I'm just doing several part-time jobs right now.
Yeah, like it's you heard that, guys. He is my senior, to be honest, and we have been friends for a few months, days, years. I don't remember,
Yeah.
but yeah, we have been. And it was so good to be friend with you,
Mhm.
and I'm very happy to have you over here.
Thank you.
And I hope you will be able to learn something in Japan and what you can improve or what you should do when you come and visit Japan or when you're living in Japan.
Mhm.
So let's get started with what type of country do you think Japan is?
I would say it's kind of like isolate.
Isolated.
Yeah, but once like it's not only about like whole country, but I feel like I can say that part as like each person. But once we know, getting know about the countries and then the person, everybody, everything's really kind and really like helpful, I would say.
So at the beginning it is isolated, but if you get used to it,
Yeah.
if you get started knowing the culture and everything, it will get more easier for you to live.
Mhm.
Okay, so but do you think it is a great country for foreigners?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
if they want to come to Japan,
Is it just like a visit or
anything in
living?
general.
I would say it's quite difficult because of the language.
Language barrier, right?
Yeah, like just only speaking Japanese is also difficult. Like even I'm native Japanese, but some kanji, like Chinese characters, so difficult for me to read it.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah, and like there's like 3 letters, kanji, hiragana, and katakana. So it's quite difficult, and there are so many like Japanese grammar. It's kind of like they make like a shape, but it doesn't make sense.
That's
So-
funny.
I feel like a little difficult to learning that point. That so kind of like for foreigners, kind of little difficult. But the other part of the culture, I would say it's really convenient and it's really kind of like not the best country to live, but it's really like good to live in country.
So you think if you have a good level of Japanese or the adoption of the Japanese language, then it's not that bad.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
at the beginning, it will be a little bit hard
Yeah.
because of the language barrier and all.
And nowadays, like we can do like translators, those kind of like app. So it kind of really more like useful and easy to live in country. Yeah, but I'm sure like first time foreigner like start to live in Japan, like first few months might be really like confused.
Really hard, right?
Yeah.
Because of the everything. Like I think the main problem in Japan is paperwork. Like you have to do
Oh yeah.
a lot of paperwork in every sector, like
Mhm.
banking, registering something
Yeah.
in something like in the government office, everywhere you go. paperwork are a lot, and if you don't know the language, then it's very hard to
Yeah.
like go with that all the things. And I think having a good knowledge of the language is very important in Japan. And if you don't have a language knowledge, then having a friend from Japan is I think very important at the beginning when you are like struggling through all the things. Yeah. So, what are the things you think that people should consider before coming to Japan? Like, you can say for the visitors this, or for the staying people this. Or
I'm
in general.
sure for the visitors, like culture is really unique.
Mm-hmm.
It's maybe because Japan is island, so we have like own culture. Like maybe like we can find similar part in like Chinese like culture. I feel like Japanese culture is really unique, and I know like many of my friends visit Japan because they want to try convenience store.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that like different?
It's really I heard like it's really different. And some of my friends said like of course like cherry blossom or like Japan treats like Japanese restaurant or companies treat a lot of like simple like food or like cosme or so many things, so they want to get that thing, so that's why they visit Japan. But I think like the people who live in Japan is actually like it's just my guess, but kind of like really feel comfortable like the culture because I feel like it's really different from other country. I mean, I haven't seen so many countries, so
Yeah, I think that, but as me being a foreigner living in Japan, I feel like Japan really has a very unique culture, and I think but at the beginning it's very hard to understand the culture because if you go to other countries, it's very easy to be friend with people, so that all. But in Japan, it's a little bit hard.
Yeah.
Like, if you go partying, and that all you can be friend with the boys in the clubs or that all, and you can be friend. But if you're not a party person at all, it's a little bit hard for you to be friend with people. And because of that, it might take a little bit of time to know the culture and that all. So yeah, if not, yeah, I think that's the main reason. Culture is very unique in Japan. Like you will never expect this like incredible cultures in other countries. Yeah. So what are the things like they should consider while visiting Japan?
like good thing or bad thing?
Everything
Everything.
in general.
What should they consider? Okay. I would say for the good part, the like kind of like kindness of the Japanese people, or like omotenashi. I don't know how to say in English.
The hospitality.
Yeah, hospitality is. I think like more than you expect to come before you come to Japan.
So be prepared for that.
Yeah, but the bad thing is, I would say, on the social network, there's like so many good like Japanese video of like visiting it's kind of like surface. So
it means everything is not true what is shown in the media.
yeah,
So just be ready to accept the bad things also if you
Yeah.
come and visit Japan. That's a quite interesting like points, because as me also I see a lot of like good things being posted in the medias, right? And I think this is also the one reason why I thought of making this podcast, because I know I have been living here for so much and I go through a lot, and many people don't know that. And every time when I say to people like Japan is not for beginners, if you are not ready to face all the like ups and downs, it's not for like in other countries also it's hard, but Japan especially, it has a very different language than other country, right? And English is used very little in Japan, so it's very hard to communicate with people. So I feel like saying that, like knowing something also a little bit a sad, like a bad part or like a different part of Japan is also needed. And I think hearing more from people like you will help them to know that okay, we should be prepared for this, because if you have that knowledge and everything, I think it will be more easier for people to come and live in Japan. So okay, saying that, what are the skills do you think they need to have, like, to live in Japan, to be in Japan, like?
First, Japanese too, of course. But I'm sure like even they don't have enough Japanese skill, they can survive in Japan because it's really good opportunity to like, live in Japan and learn Japanese. Second thing is, I would say one skill that it doesn't matter like how much you know Japanese or you don't know Japanese is how much you have communication skill.
Oh wow!
Because I'm sure like especially like elderly people really are really kind. They really try to help you even they don't know English or other languages. But I saw like several people in like really like city place and they speak to Japanese people in English, but they keep like try to do the communication to like know where's the shop or where's the station. And the Japanese people also like can understand like several parts of the English but not completely. But if you try hard to communicate with Japanese people, no matter the Japanese people's skills, they're really kind to help you. And even they don't understand English at all, they can like guide you to take you to the place. That kind of like kindness, I think Japanese people, I mean a lot of Japanese people have it. So like keep continuing to try to communicate is really important.
I think having a very like don't speak a full sentence fully. Just give them a hint that station or bus stop or like the shop, right? So it's gonna be easy for them to show like the place because I know. I think young people recently they're like learning language English very much. They're getting better at it also, but few like 40s people might not that like 50s on that side, they don't have that much of English level. But if you say give the hint, I think they will be very happy to help you or guide you to the way.
I think Japanese people say I don't know English or I don't know that language, but at least English, like they take the education at least like
basically a little bit
4 years. So they should know.
Okay. So saying that, I want to ask you, like, if any of the foreigners want to be friend with the Japanese people, what are the things like how they should like approach a Japanese person?
That's really difficult.
It doesn't matter if it's a girl or boy, so it's just in general. So.
Because I try to make up like foreigners friends, but I also don't know how to approach to them.
Okay.
But I think like one good thing is find some Japanese who have same hobbies with you.
Interests.
Because like I mean like it's not like every hobbies, but there are so many like people get together with like who has like same hobbies, like
okay. Saying this, I think I remember that in Japan there is a community where people gather. Like if you Google or you go to Insta account, you can find many communities, right? I
think that's really. It might be really difficult if you don't know Japanese because they may like communicate in Japanese, but I'm sure like it's really good way to like have Japanese friends, especially like same hobbies and you have like same conversation, like same topic to talk, and maybe you can be more like otaku.
Very close,
And my foreigner friend said that's really, so he went that kind of a community and get to know some of the Japanese people who only can speak Japanese, and so it's really difficult to communicate with them because of that same topic, like some hobbies thing. He said like it's really good practice to learn Japanese and use Japanese.
Yeah, I think that's a very good way, and I do think that there are some communities where like Japanese want to learn English and English like people who speak English, they want to learn Japanese. So they just gather in a same small place and they just try to like have a conversation. And I actually had been once, and I was so surprised to see like people doing their very hard to like make friends, having a conversation. It was so sweet because I could understand both, right? So I was like, wow. And I was like, just listen to people talking, and they're giving hint when they don't know what to say. This is like communicate with the gestures and the body language. It was so good to see. I literally like enjoyed seeing that when people were like just trying their best to be and known for each other, like being friends. That was so cool. So yeah, so it means like having community or finding a community is very important to be friend with Japanese. Okay, that sounds so good. I think I should approach someone to So things that Japanese people do or say, but that makes a different sense or meaning. Because I think in the beginning when we come to Japan, we don't know that, right? Because there's your culture, you just say that. And I think many foreigners get they just get confused because they don't know what does that actually means. Although they know the language, but they don't know the meaning of the thing what they're saying.
Because
so give some, like you can give many examples also if you have.
That one like really like major thing is if you ask the schedule and Japanese people say like, oh, like, so like for example Pula and I have a conversation like, oh, let's go to dinner, and like, okay, like when it's good, like, and then other person said like maybe like July 25 or something like that. And if other person says like, I mean like Japanese people say like, kangaetoku, so I kind of like I consider about that, and that's meaning sometimes yes, I will say like 60 or 70% no.
I think that's a very hard thing to decide, right? They say like kangaetoku. It means for us it means like okay, I'm considering. It means I'm thinking I'm gonna like match up somewhere so that we can catch up. But for you guys it means like maybe, but let's see how it goes and everything, right?
I think it's like if the conversation is between like friends, I think it's really like 80-19% yes. But if conversation with like some like really like new friends,
they're not that close, they don't know each other, then it's just a little bit like for sure.
A little bit. What to do. Let's see how it goes. That kind of the thing I feel.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. And others, like I think like Japanese people use, I mean I use a lot like daijoubu.
Oh, they have different meaning, right?
Daijoubu is like I'm okay. But like in English too, like I'm okay, it means like really, I'm really fine. So the some like I'm okay is like, it's not fine, but I can handle it.
Oh. So I think it is a good tips if you have a very close friend and that person says I'm okay, but try to read that person's face, I think, or eyes, right?
Or like the intonation, like how they say.
I think that's very important. And if you really consider like for that friend, then I think intonation is very important. When they say I'm okay, it means with that means I'm okay, or even like I can handle, I can do it. I think I don't need your help or something like that. Or they are like, actually I need your help, but I don't want to say that I need your help.
I want to ask you to help me. So that's kind of feel. I mean, like a lot of people like foreigners say like Japanese people are shy, usually shy, but because like I feel like Japanese people are afraid to ask some
For
help,
yeah.
so that's why they don't like lean on like somebody for help. So that's why most people say like that, but actually like they need help, and like once some people ask like, do you need help or what do you want me to do, that's really helpful for them to open. And
Okay, so it means that like at the beginning, I think that people are very shy. If you consider them, if you be friend with them, and if you try to understand what they are going through, then it's more easy to be friend and be close with that person.
Yeah.
So good. Like myself, I have been friend with many Japanese, and I feel, and I think now I'm like Japanese. Beginning, I don't talk to people, but if I start talking, I'm like very close. And I think Japanese, that's a Japanese nature, right? Like in the beginning, you're like, no, okay, I'm good. But if you start talking, you get so close to each other that the person will be like, are you that person whom I met you at the beginning? So I think, yeah, so just try to approach from your side and just ask that person, is it really need something from you or not. And I think sometimes you might get help from that person if you help at the beginning.
Yeah.
You never know. So yeah, that makes so sense for me.
Yeah.
Literally. And as you have been to USA, right? You have been to USA. So has your thinking changed about Japan?
About Japan?
Yeah, the way of you looking to your country.
Oh yeah.
In which way? Good way or bad way?
Both.
Okay.
I would say.
Can you mention some of the points like you have changed?
So, basically, the people in the United States are really like friendly. Especially, I've been like 9 months. One state that's really like kind of like people were really kind. So maybe that's why I felt like really that way. But Japanese people are really kind of like trying not to get in trouble if that trouble is not mine. So if I feel like I saw some foreigners in the station and they kind of like got lost, and there's like I saw like so many people look at them and then just ignore it and go to the station because they kind of like wondering what kind of like help I can do for them, but they kind of like
They just end up not doing that.
yes.
Okay.
And it's not only about like station or like for the foreigners, it's also happen between Japanese to between Japanese and anywhere in the city or anywhere outside of the city too. So I feel like that kind of like how much we can be like friendly with stranger is kind of like we need more in Japan, because I know many Japanese people are really kind, but they're really not friendly.
Yeah, I think especially like if there is some accident and everything, there are very few people who comes to help you in Japan, right? In
Yeah.
other country, you like have a crowd of people just gathering around you. But in Japan, it's a little bit hard to find the people like just to say like call an ambulance or call a police. It's a little bit hard. And if there are people, some of they just want to help, but they don't want to call the police because they don't want to go through the process and everything. And I kind of understand, because before I used to help people a lot, but now I'm also like them maybe. I just see like, am I really needed or not? If I see there are like few people already, then I just don't go there.
Oh yeah.
And especially like in Japan, we move with the schedule, right? We have every shift, like at this time we have to be here with this time. So I don't want to be late for the work also, and I don't want to like go there and be just like clown, like you're
Yeah.
not doing anything. If someone is helping already, you just want to be clown, right? And I just don't want to be that. So I just see around people like how many are there. If they're enough, then I just move. If they're not, then I just do
Yeah,
help.
that's really good way
Yeah.
to like kind of like make your decision to help them or just like pass through. I
Yeah.
mean, good way.
Yeah. So you told you said that like about the changes you have faced or you felt like before and after you've been and like, you to the different country. So my very question is, do you want to live in Japan for your whole life?
Whole life, not really,
Mm-hmm.
because I want to like explore other countries
Mm.
and kind of like want to live in other several
Mm.
countries.
Wow.
But like I would say majority of my life I want to live in Japan.
That's
Yeah. So yeah, since I graduated from university, I have to like do little like job hunting, and then I consider some like foreign countries too. But when I check like health insurance or those kind of things, I think Japanese like supporting system is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And from the view of like kind of like what do I need for life,
Mm-hmm.
I think Japan is really good
Mm.
to live.
You mean like you want to live your life in majority in Japan, but
Yeah.
when it comes for like, okay, I want some change, then go to a different country.
Yeah.
But at the back, you're gonna want to come to Japan.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds so great. And do you have like, so it's the last of the session, so I just want you to give some advice for people, or just the last comment you want to say to people who are coming and living in Japan.
That's. I mean, like I cannot say so many things, and since like I'm native Japanese, it might be a little different.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, like this thing is I can say to Japanese people too, but don't be afraid to ask or like kind of like encourage each other, even the person or the people is stranger.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like Japanese people are really, some people are weird, but they're really kind. So yeah, just keep doing and try to get some help if you need.
Mm-hmm. So guys, as she said, so all the people in every country, I think they are, some are good, some are bad, but especially if you are in Japan and if you have Japanese nature, just be helpful and don't be afraid to ask help for the people and encourage each other so
Yeah.
that you can help each other. And saying this all, I hope you got something to learn from her and what are the things that might make your life easy in Japan. And so it's very hot outside, guys, so please drink water, be safe over there. Saying that, I want to say subscribe, comment, and see you again in next video with a different person. Bye bye.